as they join. So I want to share my screen so that you can follow whatever I'm doing. I hope you all can see my screen.
Yes, please. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. So, good afternoon, everyone. And then I want you to take a deep breath and relax, because today you are not just starting a course, but rather you are to start thinking about the way businesses takes place and what you need in businesses. And before we start, one way or the other, all of you had engaged in businesses before. It's either you are a consumer or you have worked with an organization before, or maybe you have managed an organization in your own time before. So one way or the other, you have had an encounter with business. And that is the main thing we'll be looking at today. So over the years, teaching this course, what I've come to realize is that students do say, I didn't know business explains almost everything around me. And then I tell them, look, when it comes to business or fundamentals of business, at the end of the day, you get to understand why businesses succeed, why some fail, what decisions are made inside an organization, how life works, and how leadership also takes place. So relax. The key thing to this course is that you don't do chew and pull. You understand the concept. When you understand the concepts, you can do everything. Whatever the question is, you can reason and answer. And my model of teaching is that at the end of the lecture, I will give you some sample questions for you to reflect, so that in case you are writing quiz or exam, you will know what we have done so far. Is that good? Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So first of all, we'll begin from Unit 1, Section 1. And with this section, I want us to understand when we say business, what does it mean? Meaning of business. When we say business, people do say, oh, I have business. I have a business I'm doing. Oh, I have a side business. What at all is business? We said business is any organization or any organized activity that provides goods and services to satisfy human needs. That is business. So every organized activity that provides goods and services to satisfy human needs is what business is about. So for instance, a supermarket is a business. A restaurant is a business. A church is a business. I know it sounds controversial when I say a church is a business. We will come there. Football club is a business. And all this I've mentioned, they are all businesses, but they may differ in terms of their objective. So if I say church is business, but their objective is not to make profit. We'll get there. So when we talk about business, business is any organized activity that provides goods and service to satisfy human needs. Any questions so far with what business means? Okay, we proceed. Now we move to the importance of business. Why is it that we should have business? Yes, business is important. So I do ask my students, imagine a society where there is no bank, no restaurant, no food joints, nothing. How will we live in that society? So that makes business very, very critical and important. So first importance of business is that business influences all phases of our lives. From the definition, we realize that these people who are into businesses are applicable to individuals, families, and other organizations. Again, when it comes to the society, business help provide jobs. Business also creates goods and services. Businesses drives the economic growth. And then also, apart from this, apart from the job creation, apart from the goods and service and economic growth, businesses also help to prepare for future career. And also, it helps people to learn and become well-informed members of the society. Hello. Sorry, some of your colleagues called to ask when are we having the lecture, whilst the lecture is in progress. So let's proceed. So up to this point, any questions so far? So far, we have gotten to know that when we talk about business, business is any organized activity that provides goods and services for human needs. We get to know that businesses are there to satisfy human needs. They may include profit and not profit organization. We also got to know that businesses help you to become a better worker, a smarter consumer, and a better decision making. So far, any question before we proceed to the session? You all understand what business is? Is there a hand? Ahinkan, do you want to say something?
No, please, sir.
Sorry?
No, please.
Okay, talk, I'm listening. Oh, no question. Okay.
No question.
Okay. Now, let's move to session 2, which talks about types and features of organization. Take notes. There is a difference between a business and an organization. Business is part of an organization. So business is just one aspect of an organization or one type of organization. Take notes. Business is just one type of an organization. So if you remember, when I was mentioning some examples of businesses, I mentioned restaurants, I mentioned church, I mentioned bank. So these are all businesses, but they all have their motives. So for instance, a church will be a type of an organization, whereas restaurants will also be a type of organization, which we call the business. Now, let's move to the types of organization. The first type of an organization I want us to look at is the business organization. Is the business organization. When we talk about the business organization, it's one form that produces goods or provides services to satisfy the needs of consumers at a profit. So the key word here is profit. So the main aim for business organization is to make profit. So here they may include like the bank, manufacturing firms, supermarkets, your side hustle you do for profit. So for instance, a sachet water company wants to sell and make profit. So it's a business organization. So take note of the key words. So when you are writing your exams, those are the key, and your thesis, those are the key words. Business organizations are for profit. So they produce goods and provide services to satisfy needs of consumers at a profit. Another form of organization is the government or state organization. When we talk about the government or state organization, what they are into is that they provide goods or service to society. This time, not for profit, but to provide public good. That is public service. So they are there for the public good. So for instance, the district assembly that some of you work in, the ministries that some of you work in, they are not interested in profit, but rather to provide public good. Their main aim is what? Providing public good in order to improve the living condition of the citizens. Now, there is another form of organization, of another type of an organization, known as the economic interest groups. This economic interest group, what their main aim is to protect members' interests. They are there to protect members' interests. So, for instance, they represent groups of people with shared interests. So, you may have GUTA, NAT, Trade Union, Teachers Association, NAGRAT, Tailors Association, Hairdressers Association. So, they are interested in what? The public, they are interested in protecting their members' interests. The fourth type of organization is the legal organization. So as the name implies, look at it, legal. So what do you think will be their interest? Yes, it's a question. What do you think will be their interest? Legal organization.
Sir, please, can I talk?
Yeah, you can talk.
I think they are there to fight for the rights of individuals.
Yes, so justice and regulations. So justice and regulations. So they are there for justice and regulation. So they are responsible for administering and sponsoring legal processes. So they are justice and regulation. So you may have like the courts, regulatory commissions like PURC. Have you heard of PURC before?
No, sir.
Public Utilities
Yes, sir.
Regulatory Commission. Yeah, they are those in charge of electricity and water for consumers. So whenever ECG wants to bill us, it is the PURC who will look at it and say, oh, this amount ECG is bringing, it's okay. Okay, ECG wants 20%. Okay, looking at the economic condition, looking at situations now, ECG can only do 9%. They can't do this. So that is PURC. So ECG and water, they are looking at that. So they are like a consumer protection group. Let me put it that way. Another form of organization is the political organization. I quite remember last year when I was teaching this, the moment I mentioned political organization, that was last year. You know, it was election year. Somebody said NPP. It's true though. So for you not to forget, when we talk about the political organization, you know NPP, NDC, they are there. They form the political organization. So these are people who form themselves a political organization. So they share political ideologies, political ideas. So that is the political organization. Then the last but not the least is the non-profit organization. When we talk about non-profit organization are organizations whose goals don't include making personal profit for its owners or members. However, non-profit is often driven by gains which are used to meet the stated goal. So now let me give you one technicality. Apart from the business organization we first looked at, all the others can form under the non-profit organization, be it the legal, the government, the economic interest group, They are all part of the non-profit organizations. Any question? So they are the NGOs, the churches, they all form part of the non-profit. Yes, what's the question?
Yes, sir. Yes, I just want to ask a question before you proceed. Looking at the legal entities, the cause, sometimes they may find someone who is guilty of a crime.
Okay.
So that fine, what do we classify it?
So that fine is a deterrent fine. It is their modus operandi. It's a deterrent fine. That does not mean they are there for profits. It's a deterrent fine. It's like registering your business. When you go to your district assembly to go and register your business, does that mean the district assembly is there for profits? No. So it is just their procedure. That is their way of doing things. Exactly.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's look at any question again before I proceed. Okay, quickly, let's look at features of organizations. Features of organization. So when we talk about features of organization, I would say take the organization to be like the whole human body. It has parts. You have the head, the hand, the leg. That is how an organization is. Organizations have these features, although, take note, I've told you earlier that organization may differ in the purpose. For instance, some are for profit, some are for justice. That is the purpose. So organization may differ. However, all organizations may have some features, regardless whether it is for profit or not for profit. They may have some features that is similar to all organizations. So those are what we call the features of organization. So the first feature I want us to look at is the identity. Identity. We say that organizations usually have a distinct identity. When we say organization have a distinct identity, this distinct identity will be the name. That is why two organizations will not have the same name. You know that two organizations cannot have the same name. So, for instance, if your organization is called Ghana Commercial Bank Limited, you can't have another organization that is different from your organization that have the same name called Ghana Commercial Bank Limited. No. How do we get to know this? When you are registering your organization, the registrar will look at it and see whether anyone is having that name. If he checks and there is any other organization that is having that same name, they will tell you to change. You, the one who has come later, they will tell you to change. So every organization has a distinct identity. The identity is in the form of their name, the logo, and image. Now, take note. This distinct identity we are talking about, people want to mimic others. So sometimes people try as much as possible to pick a name that mimics another one. However, one thing is clear: every organization should have a distinct identity, which is name, logo, image. Any question on this? This is particularly important. That's why I've stressed much on that. As we proceed, you realize why this distinct identity is very important. So, for instance, when we say University of Cape Coast, apart from the UCC, do you know any other university that is called University of Cape Coast? No. So that is the distinct identity we are talking about. Apart from this, it's also people. Every organization has people that manages it. So the one feature of an organization is the people. The people consist of the management, the managers, the workers, the volunteers in there. So even if it's a church consists of people. If it is a bank, we have managers, we have workers. If it's a court, we have managers, we have workers in there. So every organization is made up of people. That is what we mean by another feature, which is called the people. Another feature has to do with the culture and sets of values, which gives the organization its ethos and spirit. Every organization has its culture. When we talk about the culture, it is the way and manner in which things are done in the organization. The way and manner in which things are done in the organization. For instance, some organizations are there, employees, the way the employees do their things is different from another organization. But take note, they are all what? The culture in which the organization goes. Some organizations will say that, okay, fine, we report at 5, close at 7. Others will say we report at 8, close at 5. They are all part of the culture. That's why we said it's a way and manner in which things are done. How they dress, how they do their things, the procedures, they are all part of the culture. Apart from the culture, is also another thing, critical thing is the objectives. I've told you that organization may differ in purpose. So every organization also have a specific objectives. Maybe they may diversify later, but in the beginning, every organization has its objective. That is why when you are registering your organization, the registrar will ask you the object of business or the object of the organization. They want to know what's the specific objective of the organization. Apart from this, it's also the rules and regulations. When we talk about the rules and regulations, how things are done in the organization. Some are there, it will be written formally, some on paper, some it's done orally. Those who have worked in the bank before, you realize that working in the bank is different from teaching in the classroom. So these are
Hello. I said the sound is awful.
different.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
You can hear me.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Yes, sir.
We can hear you.
Yes, please.
The sound is gone again.
Things in way that it has become part and parcel of the organization. We also have the structure. Every organization has a structure. So the pastor, we have the administrator, the secretary, the chorister, the instrumentalist, the singers, the what and what in the church. So every organization
Sir, please, it seems your sound is off, sir.
Hello.
Sir, we can
Is
hear
it
you.
network? Can I?
Sir, please, your network is not stable. Your network is not stable.
Yeah, the sound went off again.
Hello,
Sir.
Yes, sir.
can you hear me?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Can you hear me? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
So it's accountability. So someone has to answer to another in an organization. Apart from
Sir, please, I have a question. Sorry. Sir, it seems your next went off, so I don't know whether we are still explaining the structure. What is it? Hello, sir. Sir, please, we can hear you.
it's okay now.
Yes, please, it's okay. I wanted to know the
Okay.
duties of an organization. Were you still explaining the structure?
I should take over the structure again.
Yes, but it went off the time you just did it, so you couldn't hear
Okay,
anything.
okay. The structure is
We cannot hear you.
So, went off again.
So I said his network is worrying.
Yeah, network is not stable.
I'm sure.
or maybe
Sir, please, it seems the network is
the
not
chain,
stable, so we
the
can't actually hear
chain,
Yes,
you.
sir.
the
Sir, we
structure.
can't hear you.
Your network is very, very
You
bad,
can't hear
sir.
me.
Yeah, sir, the network went off again, so I
Okay,
think you have to just restart from
hold on.
the structure.
Before saying we'll come
I
back,
want
please.
to reconnect. Okay, no one should.
Master, you have to reconnect it because we are not hearing you.
Okay. So before Master comes back, I want to know if we have group for this particular course, so we all can join or something.
I don't think so because
Yeah, we have a
We don't have. I think we have
the
We don't have a
to
group.
create after. We don't have for this particular course. We
So-
have to create after.
yeah, okay,
Okay,
but
so
it seems this is the first lecture,
So I've created a group, so I'll be putting it into this thing, the
okay, so
meeting
you
site,
drop
so
the
that
link.
we all join.
So you drop the link
Okay.
and then you.
Okay.
Mr. Mason, you can talk.
The network is really worrying.
Everyone, turn on your cameras.
Why do you want that?
I
Why do
know
you
with
want
the
us to turn on our
Why?
camera? Why?
Why don't you see your face? You want to see your face? See your face, honestly. But don't
Turn
tell
on
you what
yours first.
you want to turn on your camera. Just turn it on. Honestly, don't tell everyone to turn it on.
I can see some people are sleeping.
Maybe I'm tired.
yeah, so
Oh, but it seems from our last lesson and then this lesson, as a whole. But Charlie, African IDD was something else, bro.
Master, you.
I don't know whether that he was discussing with us or he was teaching us. Me, I didn't understand anything.
But you know all the lessons. I think The Gabriel's one was the one which is fantastic.
Yeah, for now, yeah.
The Gabriel's one was fantastic.
So we see this one to
This one
Yeah,
too is going well so far.
it's just the network that is worrying us one.
Please, the
Are
link.
you
Is it
sure it's
okay
the
now?
network? But
I'm
now
back.
I
Is it
don't
okay?
have
yes, sir.
data.
Please, it's okay. It's okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm.
It's not okay. Who's the one saying that it's okay?
Is it okay? Hello?
Sir, it came, I don't know.
Hello?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Let me find a guy in number, man. Right.
Can I proceed?
Boy.
Guys, are we creating another group for this one too, or how far?
I'm sure we are creating a different group for this one too. So I'm doing it. I'll send it to you.
Please, which page are you sending the link to?
I'll send it into
the link
the
to
meeting. Yeah. I'll send it to the group. So
Because it's not all of us that is on that platform.
No, it's not on that. I'm going to put it on this platform.
That is how we say we should create a group on this one.
You can share the link here so that
other departments are there. So
please share the link here so that we all join.
I'm creating it.
Hello.
Famous.
Just set the link. If you are already created, just set the link.
Okay, sir.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Perfect.
Yeah. As for now, it's okay.
Thank you very much, and sorry for that. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Kindly mute your microphone so Cuba. Every organization has
It went off again. Oh, I'm the only one not here.
It's not you are not the only
Same
one.
here.
You are not the only one.
that is that's what we call the structure of the organization.
Sir, please, can you come again? We didn't hear anything.
Okay.
It's off again, sir.
So we say okay, and then when he's about to start, then everything will go off again.
This network issue is going to Wahala, so I swear to God.
And easy, easy, master.
It's not going to be easy.
Guys, can you hear the lecture?
And also this level of time, you may have to different because
This online issue there. God.
God will see us through.
So is it like the final meeting? You ever pointed at 10:30 or
final
Final meeting.
I
We'll close 6. So the final meeting is is it
6:30.
foundation of accounting.
Hello.
But I'm seeing some 10:30 something. Or...
And that will be tomorrow, madam.
Please, you can hear them.
Oh, okay.
Can we proceed?
Hello?
Yes.
Please, you can. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Proceed. Yeah, in case the problem occurs,
Yes, sir. Yes.
I will excuse you guys and restart my machine again to see. Okay.
Yes, sir.
In case we encounter.
Okay.
Answer the challenge. We are looking at who reports to whom in the organization. And I was giving you an example. I said when you go to even the church, associate pastor, administrator, okay, music director, and then music director, somebody reports to music director. Music director also reports to somebody. If it goes to the bank, we have the staffs. Staff reports to supervisors within the bank. Maybe operations manager or what? Risk manager. Risk manager also reports to who? The MD or another person else. So every organization has a structure which talks about who reports to who in the organization. Sorry, I didn't share my screen. Let me share my screen again. Can you see my screen?
No, sir.
Okay, you can also
Still no, sir.
see my screen.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
it's now on.
It's not showing.
So now we can
It's showing, right?
Yes, sir.
It's operating.
So, okay, we can proceed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now, apart from the structure, another aspect is the rules and regulations, how things are done in the organization. Systems and procedures talks about the step-by-step processes that goes on within the organization. We have accountability, someone who answers to another person in the organization. Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm having a challenge with my story. Okay. Hold on for me. I'm coming. Hold on. Let me correct this thing. Okay, so I'm continuing. Now, the final feature is rewards and punishments. With this, some call it motivation and discipline. One feature of organization is that organization motivates people they want or who do good, and they discipline or punish those who go contrary to the rules and regulation of the organization. So, for instance, they provide motivation and ensure compliance with objectives within the organization, and also punish or reprimand those who go contrary to that. So for instance, you work in the hospital and you have done something which is bad. The hospital can reprimand you by saying, go and stay in the house for some time, or you are being sacked. And then if you do good too, just like recently what the Inspector General of Police did, they can reward you too as well. Any question on this section, because it was messing up, before I proceed to the next section? Any question? Any feature you are not clear with? So the takeaway here is that take note that organizations differ in purpose. And also, they are similar in structure and operations. Understanding each organization helps you better. Any question? No question. Okay. Then
So please take the takeaway again.
the takeaway, I'm saying that you should know that organizations differ by purpose. However, no matter what the organization is, they are similar when it comes to structure, when it comes to issue of operation. Every
cannot hear you.
organization
The network.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. I said organizations differ by purpose. When it comes to the purpose, every organization has its purpose. However, there are some features that is similar to every organization. What are some? When it comes to structure, every organization has its structure. The structure may not be the same, but every organization has structure. That's what I want you to understand. Every organization has a distinct identity. Every organization, be it legal, be it non-profit or business, have accountability. They have rules and regulations. That's what I'm trying to say. Any question before I proceed? No question. Okay, now let's go to the section 3. The section 3, we look at objectives of business organizations. I know that all of us here, when we wake up in the morning, each of us has an objective. Waking up this morning, we have an objective to pass the exams that at the end of the day, we'll be doing here. We have an objective to make money, to survive, to succeed. If individuals need objectives such as this, then organization cannot survive without objectives too. So organizations need objectives. Now here, what we want to look at is objectives of business organization. When we talk about objective, first of all, you need to understand an objective is what an organization wants to achieve. So what the organization wants to achieve is what an objective is. Take note, without these objectives, there will be no direction. There will be no focus for the organization. And at the same time, there will be no way the organization can measure its success without the objectives. So the objective is very critical for organization. Now, if we say the objectives is what the organization wants to achieve. Now, let's look, how do the organization come by their objectives? Is it from the owner? Is it that they just wake up and then they just decide that this will be our objectives? No. Before an organization sets the objectives, they first consider certain things. One is that they consider what is the organization trying to achieve. Fine. If the organization is trying to achieve profits, more profits, they will know how they will set the objectives. If the organization is trying to have enough customers, that is maybe what they want to achieve, and that will come with its objectives. Apart from the what, is how. How can it be done? How can this be done? Or how can this objective be achieved? You need to consider that too as well. And not only the how, when can it be done? I want to ask this question. The moment the when comes, take note that we are talking about the time. You can't set out an objective and say, oh, this objective there is in perpetuity. I don't know the time it should happen. I've just set the objective. No, that makes that objective not realistic. Every objective should be time bound. The period in which you want that objective to be done. Then, how will I know that it will succeed? That is the measurement aspect of the objective. So these are some questions one asks him or herself before setting up objective. Now, consider this. You board a taxi or a bus, and then you ask the driver, where are we going? And the driver tells you, I don't know. Please, will you stay in the car? I want an answer.
No, please.
No, sir.
No, sir.
You just get off. Yeah. You just get off from that car. So that is the same thing with objectives. Every objective you set should follow a specific target, or what you want to achieve should lead to that objective. That brings us to what we call the SMART, which we'll be looking at. Now, the next thing is, why do we set, or why do we need objectives? We have said it already. Objectives help you to clarify for everyone what the business is working to achieve. They also aid the decision-making process and choice of alternative strategies. They enable checks on progress and decision on what needs to be done. They provide a focus on individual roles in the organization. They can be broken down to provide targets for each part of the organization. All what we are trying to say is that for every we need objectives because, one, they help us clarify to everyone working with us what we want to achieve. Imagine you may have like 100 employees. They need to know what you want to achieve. If not, they'll just be there. For instance, you send laborers to the farm for them to help you. When you get there, you don't give them clear instruction. Oh, we want to read this portion. At the end of the day, how will they know that this is where we are reading? Are you clear? So objective help us to clarify to everyone to know. It also helps in decision-making process and the choice we are making. If we know the objective we want to achieve, we will know the decision and the choice we want to make. For instance, I want to state these two kinds of objectives, and then you share your ideas, what you think about it. So our organization, call organization A, had an objective. What is the objective? The objective is that we want to increase profits. Are you clear? Are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we are there, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because of the network, that's why I do ask, so that I will know I'm still with you guys. The network is terrible today. Now, the first objective is that we want to increase profit. Then another organization B, set out an objective that we want to increase profits by 10% within the year. Take note of these two objectives. Tell me, which one do you think is good?
Sir, please, I think
Organization B.
because
Sorry?
the organization have a, I think organization B, because they have a time bound.
They have a countdown.
A time bound.
A time bound. Okay, okay. Okay, that's your opinion. Okay.
They have a target.
They have a target. Okay, that's your opinion. Who again?
Yeah, they have a target.
They have a target. Okay. Yes, that is true. So you realize that the first objective, which says we want to increase profits, is vague. It's vague. It doesn't communicate anything. But the next one, which says that we want to increase profits by 10% within 1 year, has given you the measurable aspect of it. So if we are working for 10%. But the first one,
So
if they get
organization B.
2%, yes, the first one, if they get 2%, then they have increased profits. If they get 1, they have increased. So that one is not measurable. So at the end of the day, if you come and they have increased profit by 3%, you can't blame them because you didn't give them any measurable target. You just told them that they should increase profits. But with the second one, you have given what? The measurable aspect of it, which is what? 10%. You have added the time bound within 1 year. This is the importance of it. So this is just an example of a profitability objective that seems to make profits. So now let's look at some examples of objectives. Okay, so the example I just gave you is about profits. Now let me give you another example. Okay, so are you there? I want you to tell me this one too. A manager A comes to the workplace. A manager A comes to the workplace and then tell the workers, just work hard. That is what I need in this organization. Just work hard. And then manager B comes and says that, oh, for me, increase customer satisfaction by 20% in 6 months. With these two, which team do you think will perform better?
Team B.
The second one, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Manager B. Good. Good. I like how you are following. Now let's take another objective and see. Okay, increase market share. A question, eh? I heard somebody says she has a question. Oh.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, I'm here. You can talk, Priscilla.
There are straw shim, and Tiantian been a shim.
Oh, Priscilla.
Priscilla, are you with us?
Oh.
See, I know about say shim baby.
Please, someone should tell Priscilla.
Priscilla, please.
Priscilla,
Mute your mic.
Let's proceed. Okay, so an organization, a manager says that increase market share. Then manager B comes, gain 30% market share in Cape Coast within 2 years. Which one do you think is good?
Manager B.
The B. So this example is market objective. So we have different types of objective. So the first one I gave you is profit objective, where they are increasing profits by maybe 20% or 10%. And increased market share is also market objective. Is that okay? We also have objectives that talks about the sales objectives. So the sixth objective seeks to maximize sales. So for instance, when you say increase sales by 40% in 3 years, that is sales objectives. Is that clear? And then
Yes,
we
sir.
also have another one, social responsibility objective. With a social responsibility objective, we can say employ 100 unemployed youth within 2 years. So we have given a specific measurable number. Employ unemployed youth within 2 years. 100 unemployed youth within 2 years. So now, based on this, the key message is that in setting out objectives, you need to give directions and the managerial actions that will involve. Because if you don't know where you are going, all road will lead you. If you don't know where you are going, all road leads you to the place. But if you know where you are going, you know the specific route that can lead you to the place. Any question? No questions. Okay. I will have given you some 2 minutes break, but because our line messed up and then you guys were able to have your discussion, let's proceed. Now let's come to functions of business organization, section 4.
Sir, please, I have a question.
Okay.
So please, some of us are just listening, so we don't know if we can get the soft copy or something, so we can study on our own.
I think they have placed Moodle. After creating a group, we'll place the modules inside the group.
Hey. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The models are inside the but still, if at the end of the day you still need it, you can take my number. I will WhatsApp it to you.
Sir, please show us the self-assessment questions.
Sorry?
The self-assessment questions.
Okay. But they are there. We should solve it.
Yes, please.
The answers are there. So, for instance, what is an objective? You know what an objective is. He said that is what the organization seeks to achieve. He said you should state 4 reasons why business must have objectives. He says that it gives what? It gives a clear direction. It helps in decision making. We said that. So they are there. The answers are here. Exactly. I've told you, don't be late. I've said that when we are able to finish before time, I have some self-assessment questions.
Hello, sir.
I have some self-assessment questions for you. So if you're able to finish before time, I'll take you through that. There are some objectives and then some true or false questions. And then, how do you call it?
Please, the person who created the WhatsApp to share the link. The person who created the WhatsApp to share the link. And
I've shared the link.
Okay.
I've shared the
Are
link.
they with us here? Are they with us here? Please, let's proceed. So let's come to functions of business organization. So when we talk about business function.
Hello, sir. Please, I don't have the PDF for the lectures.
You say?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm here.
Hello?
I'm here.
Hello, sir.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I said I don't have the PDF for the lectures, the notes.
When we are done with the lecture, you contact me, I'll get it for you. But they have added you to some page on WhatsApp that you can download all this. But when we are done, you contact me.
Okay. Yeah, I've created a group, so
but please, I don't have your number.
Mr.
This is not
Bernard, let's after we are done.
This is not the
after we are
time.
done.
This is not the time when we close.
Okay, I hear.
Yes.
Okay.
So now let's come to business functions of business organizations. Just like the human body, which the brain plans, the hands work, the heart pump blood, the eyes see. That's how business is. Business also have functions. So there are some clear pillars of these functions of business. So these are one production. We have the production function. We have the marketing function. We have the human resource function, the finance and accounting function, the administration, research and development, which some people call it the R&D function. So we will take each of these functions and look at what actually goes into it. So the first function of organization is the production function. And when we talk about production is about creating goods and services. So creating products, creating goods and services. So this comprises the key activities that concern with the creation of goods and services through the bringing together of and mixing of number of resources. So when the factors of production comes together, so land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, when they come together, what they produce is what we call the product, the production function. So what to produce, how to produce, how much to produce. So this is one function of the organization. So you may see some organization that produces, they obtain required resources to produce goods and services. And then apart from the production function organization, we have the marketing and sales. Now let me ask you this question. What is the difference between marketing and sales? Yes, who is talking? If you don't talk, I'll mention names.
Hello, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
Marketing is you talking about the business, and the sales is you selling it.
Okay. Who again?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Marketing is a strategy of like you going out to go and exhibit like the goods and services to the customers, and after that you also give them the sales.
Okay, so now let me give you this clear difference so that from today onwards, any exam at all, they ask you the difference between marketing and sales, you know. The marketing has to do with finding out what the customers need. I get in.
Yes, sir.
Finding out what the customers need. So that's why we call something marketing research. Finding out what the customers need. And then the sales has to do with providing the goods and services to the customer.
So you can simply say, marketing is about the product, no, the customer. Sales is about the product.
Sorry?
Marketing is about the customer. Sales is about your product.
So
that's a fast way. That's a fast way, a smart way. Yes. Akwete, you can talk.
Hello.
Yeah, you can talk. I'm listening.
So can you say that, like maybe marketing, like you are knowing their taste of preference and providing it for the sales will be like providing it for them.
Yes, providing their needs.
Yeah,
So
and
providing the
marketing is like their taste of, yeah, and marketing is their taste of preference or what they want.
Yes, so yes, that's their opinions, their proposed and existing product or services. So you finding out what the customers needs and what, that's the marketing aspect. But do you know that in our local parlance, we normally interchange them. When we are doing sales, we said we are doing marketing.
Yes.
Yes. So that's why now, yeah, you should take it. That makes the difference between you and the person who has not come to do your program you are doing today. So this is where now you distinguish yourself with those who are in the house. Can you proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We have the HRM, the Human Resource Management. Human Resource Management. That's about people. Managing people. So all the activities in there, looking at recruitment, training, motivation, salaries, discipline, safety, they are all part of the human resource management issues. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then we have the finance and accounting. The finance and accounting, they function as they manages money, whilst the HR manages people. The finance and accounting manages money. So the funds they involve in collecting, recording, presentation, and analysis of data. And we also have the administration. They provide support services to other functions. So like the receptionists, the typees, the copying secretariat, and those kind of things. But let me tell you one thing. Do you know that these functions, they interrelate? Are you aware?
Yes, please.
They interrelate. Let me show you a simple interrelation. Do you know it's the marketing people who tells the production department what the customers want?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes.
So now the production people will do the production. But before they will do the production, who will fund the production? The finance people will fund the production. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
We need people to do the production. Who will bring the people on board to do the production? Is the HR.
Yeah.
Are you getting the point? After the HR has done that, now when the product gets to the market, the sales people will also do their work. The administration supports all this. And the R&D, when we talk about the R&D, the research and development, they are there to improve all this. So the marketing can be there.
In other words, HR is in charge of, let's say, employment, right?
Yes, people. Yeah, people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in charge of people.
Yes, sir. I have a follow-up question.
Sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, sir. Please, in some organizations, I've read different organizational structures, and the marketing department sometimes is interchangeable with the sales department. Instead of them putting sales department, the marketing department will be there. I don't know, because your explanation is like the sales department is different from that of the marketing department. But in some organizations, it's just marketing department or sales department. So I don't know whether you just
yeah, mostly they goes together. They are in tandem. Okay. Some organizations they may have marketing, but the marketing people also do the sales.
The sales, yeah. Okay, sir.
Some people may have sales. The sales also do their marketing.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And the marketing department, some organizations, they have R&D. The R&D will be doing that.
Okay,
The
sir.
R&D will be doing the research, getting to know what the consumers want, and then telling the organization to produce it.
So the R&D, that's the research department, or
research and development, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Research and development. They are the less regarded, but they are the most important one too.
Okay, sir.
They are the less regarded, but in the natural sense, they are the most important. Without them, everything comes to a standstill.
Okay.
So even now, you go to the public sector, most government sectors now they now value the R&D. They now value the R&D, putting people who are good in charge of the research department. Any question before we proceed?
Sir.
Yeah, I'm here.
Sir.
I'm here. You can
Please,
talk.
I wanted to ask that. So the administration is the final of the production of what?
Sorry?
The administration, the administrator. Is it the final of the production?
No, we are not looking at the production channel, please. We are not looking at production channel.
The business channel, like the business channel.
No, we are not looking at business channel. We are just looking at functions. We are not saying one comes before the other. No, that's not what we are saying.
Okay, sir.
We just look at of the individual functions. They are individual, but I just added that they are interrelated. You may find one helping this and the other one helping the other.
Whether there are 7 other biological or physical.
Why? Someone is doing another class somewhere. Okay, let's proceed. Any question?
Okay.
Take note of this. The functions of business. The functions of business. In your exams, you can't dodge that question. That's why I've taken my time. So even if you look at the exercise, they tell you identify any 6 functions of business. So you should know production, you should know what marketing, HR. It should be on your fingertips.
Yes, sir.
So for a business to succeed, all this function has to work very well.
Sir.
Yeah, I'm here.
Sir, please, the question 3, can you please explain it small for me?
Oh, I see. Explain the interrelationship between the functional areas of business. Oh, I just did it for you. Or
Yes, I just did it.
You want me to do it again? Okay. So I said, when we are being given such a question, or what they are trying to let you do is that you should explain the relationship that exists between the functions we have mentioned. For production, for instance, what relationship exists between production and maybe marketing? You do know that it is the marketing group that instructs the production team what to produce. Okay? And how much to produce. So that is the relationship in there. And it doesn't end there. Finance also have to fund what the production group are to do. The HR also comes in there to employ people to do the production. Exactly. But in all this, the administrator or the administration also supports each of them. So that's why normally when you see the organizational functional hierarchy, you see that the administration they provide support system. So they provide support system for all these functions. Exactly. The one who asked the question, are you clear? Okay. You asked the question, you are not responding. Let's proceed.
Sir, the network, that's the reason I was not able to.
But are you okay now?
The network was breaking.
So, but did you get my explanation?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay. Now let's look at ownership and control of business. Ownership and control of organization. Now, wherever you are right away, okay, look around you. You see that business closer to you, eh? Somebody owns that business, right?
Yes, sir.
That business you see, somebody owns it. So when we say ownership and control of business organization, we simply want to look at who owns what business. And then my question to you is that business you see around your side, is the owner always the one running the business daily? Is the owner always the one running the business?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Some are saying yes, some are saying yes, some are saying no. If your answer is yes, that means that business is a type of business. If your answer is no, that means that business is also another type of business which we'll be looking at from here. But before that, there are three main participants in an organization or in business that we should know. These three participants are: one, owners of the business; two, stakeholders; and then three, managers. Now let's take it one after the other and see. When we talk about owners, sometimes we call them shareholders. When we talk about owners or shareholders, they invest their money into the business. They take the risk and they expect returns. Okay? So they invest their money, take risk, and expect returns from the business. So they are the owners or shareholders. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then we have managers. So, for example, let me give you one example for the owners before we continue. For instance, if you buy shares in a company, you are the owner, even though some of you own shares in MTN Ghana, but
Yes,
you
sir.
have not stepped foot at the office of MTN, but you are part of the owners of MTN. As to the extent in which you can control the business, we will come to that later. But you are part of the owner. So if you invest into the business, you are part of the owners, or you are the owner. If you are alone, you are the only owner, you are the sole owner. If you are two, that means you share the ownership. So if you know what the owner or the shareholders are, now let's look at managers. When we talk about managers, they run the business daily. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
The managers run the business daily. They make decisions and they use resources to achieve the objectives. But take note, the managers are not owners, but they run the business day to day. For instance, the owners may not be involved in the daily management of the business. In that case, they take people, some managers who manages the business daily. So are you clear the difference between the owner and the manager?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
for instance, if you take the
Yes, sir.
managing director,
Sir, please go again. Please go again.
Go on.
Yes, sir. I have a question about the managers and that of the shareholders.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, please. Currently, where I work.
Okay.
Currently, where I worked, I'm a staff in that organization, and that was last 2 years. The managers and the board met with the staff, and they told us that we need to buy shares in the organization, the staffs. So almost all of us bought shares. So every financial year, they pay us.
Okay.
So here it is. We have shares in the organization, and we are staff in the organization as well.
Yes.
So the reason why I brought this is because we said the managers are not are not owners of the organization. And I'm trying to bring this particular one.
Yes.
Where I work, I have shares at the same time. I'm a staff in the organization.
Yes. We may have that scenario. We may have that scenario where sometimes even the owners themselves can tell the management that, look, for the sake of transparency, for the sake of having good business relation with you, have shares within the organization. So the owners may give some shares to managers. In that case, the managers become part of the owners. They become part of the owners. At the same time, they are managers. And it's intentionally done. Maybe they didn't tell you. Let me tell you the reason.
Okay, sir.
There is something we call stakeholder interests.
Yeah.
Or agency relationship. Agency relationship.
Okay.
And then information asymmetry. You see, the interest of manager is different from interest of owner. Okay. Because there is a diverse interest between the manager and the owner. Normally, what happens is that managers try to pursue their interest instead of that of the owner's interest, which creates an agency relationship. An agency issue or agency problem, whereby the manager is pursuing his interest instead of that of the owner. What does the owner want? The owner wants what? Good profit or good returns. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Return. But you, the manager, you want your salary to be what? Increase more. So you have different interests. So because of this, some owners decide that, okay, we'll give shares to the managers so that they also become owners. In that case, when they are pursuing that interest, they will pursue the interest in all of us, our interests, and not the managers'
interest. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
That is what normally. So the agency problem, the agency relationship, you definitely get there. It's part of what you are supposed to do. Even if you don't do it, there's another course you will do it. So relax on that. Now, apart from that, we also have stakeholders. These are people or groups that are affected by the organization. The organization action and inaction affects them. So they may be employees, customers, suppliers, government, community. They are all stakeholders. Exactly. So these are the three participants of business. So this business
Can I take the stakeholders again?
I said they are people or groups who are affected by the organization's actions and inactions. Okay.
So sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
So sir, before you be a stakeholder, unless you are part of the job, unless you are part of the business.
I've given you an example of the stakeholders. We have employees. Okay. We have customers. Customers are part of the stakeholders. Suppliers government, community. Now let me explain. Do you know why the employees are stakeholders?
No, sir.
Okay, your business is GN Bank, okay? You work at GM Bank, eh? Emmanuel, are you with me? You
Yes,
work
please.
at GM Bank. Now that GM Bank has collapsed, can you go there tomorrow and go and work?
No, sir.
So GM Bank action has affected you. Now you are unemployed. So you are a stakeholder at GM Bank. I get in the point.
Yes,
Now
sir.
let's take the customers, for instance. Customers have interest in making sure that always when they get their products, they get it there. That provision shop closer to you, you are a stakeholder to that provision shop because you have been buying from them. Tomorrow when you go and then they have closed, you have to go to another place. Is that not it? But if they were there, you would have bought from
Yes,
them.
please.
So
Yes, sir.
their action also affects you. Suppliers.
No.
Suppliers are interested in making sure that when they supply their products, they get the necessary funds that in returns. So if a supplier is supplying you goods and then you can't pay, it affects the supplier. So suppliers too are
Yes.
stakeholders. The same as the government and the community in which you work in. So it is not everyone who matters that owns the business. Take note of this. It is not everyone who matters that owns the business. So all these people matter, but they don't own the business. So your question saying that you need to be part of the organization. Yes, if you matter, but it's not necessary that you need to own the business. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now take note of this. There is a slight difference between ownership and control. Take note, ownership are not always the same thing as control. You may own a business, but you may not have control. Are you clear? For instance, if you take sole proprietor, the sole proprietor, that is one-man business. Yes, with that one, when it comes to the owner, you have one owner. You are the only one managing your business. So the ownership and control is with you. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When you take partnership, you may be two or more owners. When it comes to partnership, you may be two or more owners. When it comes to the management, which is the control, it is shared. So normally, the ownership and control in partnership is not born on one person, it is shared. So we have shared ownership and control. Now let's come to company. When you talk about companies, the owners are there, and then those who manages the company are there, just like our brother. So the control is not in the hands of the owners. When it comes to company, it is in the hands of people we call the board of directors or managers, professional managers. They are in control of the business.
The
So
company.
yes, in the company, yeah. Are you now clear with the ownership and control of the sole proprietor, partnership and company?
Yes, sir.
So now let me give you one trick here. If you have a business, as the business grows, the ownership and control usually separates. They are usually separated. As the business grows, the ownership and control are usually separated. Have you noticed that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. When it's sole proprietorship, it is for you. Ownership and control together. When it becomes partnership, it begins what? Sharing. And when it turns into company, you realize that the ownership and control are vast different. Now let's come to the last of today's lecture, which has to do with Functions of the board of directors. Functions of the board of directors. Now, first of all, let's look at who are board of directors. When we say board of directors, it's a group of competent people elected by shareholders. Take note of the key things. They are a group of competent people elected by who? Shareholders. So board of directors are normally elected by who? The shareholders. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Normally, they are between 4 and 12, but realistically, they are normally in odd numbers. The boards are normally in odd numbers. So you have 5, 7, 9, 11, yes. When it is more than 12, 13, 15, that means it becomes SSS. But they are normally in odd numbers. Now, who can tell me why they are normally in odd numbers?
Sir,
because of for voting.
The majority will carry the vote.
Of
So the network.
Very good. Very good. For decision making. So that at least you won't say that it is tied. At least whenever there is a decision, we may have majority side. That's why normally the board is normally in odd numbers.
Please, can I ask a question?
Sorry?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, you made mention of the board of directors being elected or selected by the shareholders. So in the case where the company is a state-owned, who makes the appointment? Is it a president or leadership of the country?
So who owns the state-owned company?
The government.
The government. Who is the government?
The president is the leader.
So that is why normally when it comes to the board on the state-owned, you see that the president, through consultation with the Council of State, will make appointments to the board. So you'll be there and they say, oh, this is STC board, this is Bank of Ghana board, this is this board, this board. So we assume that the state-owned companies, the owners are what? The government, just as you said. And then the head is what? The president. So he appoints the board. But in a typical company, these board members are elected.
Okay.
They are elected. There are those who get there, There are those who have voting rights when it comes to annual general meeting. So those with voting rights, they will vote and say that we are voting for this member, that member, and so member to be on the board. And their time will be, it takes time. When the time is up, you are either re-elected or you will say that it's enough, go and sit down so that another person becomes the board member. It is only my team that so far they don't call us for us to do board voting, to remove our board members. The board members, we know they are there since 2012 or 2010 or 2008. The board members are there till now. And you know the team I'm talking about.
How to folk.
Aha.
Yes, I am also a board member.
That is it. So now let's proceed. So now let's look at the functions of board of directors. So we said that one, the board of directors, they are elected to oversee management, protect shareholders' interests, and ensure long-term survival of the company. So they are elected to oversee management, protect shareholders, and ensure long-term survival of the company. Now let's look at their function. One is they appoint top management.
So they protect shareholders and do what?
They protect shareholders' interests and ensure long-term survival of the company. So now let's look at the function of the board of directors too. One of their functions, which it should be on your fingertips, whenever you are asked to mention maybe 4 functions of board of directors. The first one is they appoint top management. So the MD, the CEO, they are appointed by the board of directors. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
And then they can remove them too. It is the board of directors who can remove the CEO.
Oh, okay.
So they have the appointing authority and they can fire. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They approve mission, objectives, and strategy too. The board of directors, they approve the mission and objectives and strategy of the organization too. They review the company performance as well. Like the annual report. The annual report of the company normally goes to the board. And then during general meeting, they will present it. So they review the annual report to management results, shareholders, annual general meeting, report to the shareholders. So they are all function of the board. And another key function of the board is that they ensure legal and ethical compliance. They make sure that whatever the CEO is doing, they follow the company laws, the national laws, avoid scandals and penalties, etc. And the sweet aspect is that the board also fixes the compensation of top officers. It is the board who decide the compensation, salaries, bonuses, and incentives of the top officers. When we talk about the top officers, we are talking about the MD, the CEOs. It's the board to that decide on dividend. The dividend that the organization will receive, it is the board that decide on that. And then they approve major investment too as well. The board approve major investment for the organization. So if the organization wants to establish a new factory or they want to buy a new technology, it is the board that they will consult and the board will give them the approval. They also present the annual reports. The board also present the annual reports during the annual general meeting. And then the board represent the company externally. Take note, not internally, externally. They represent the company externally. So at various meetings held outside the company, the board represents them. Any person. So looking at this, the board actually safeguards the future of the company. They make sure that all good boards build strong companies. Poor board destroys company or destroys them. And today, before we end, you learn how businesses are formed. You also learn how they are guided, how they are managed and controlled. You are no longer students, you are just beginning to think like managers now. You have gotten to know what business really means. You have gotten to know why organization exists. You have known how objectives guide decision, how organization functions work. You have gotten to know who owns and control businesses and why the board matters. Why the board matters, I've given you 9 functions of the board. So if they ask you importance of board or functions of board or why board matters, they are all the same thing. Any question before I bring my quiz and then we close for the day? I still have some 18 minutes. Any question? No question. Hello?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, no question. Then let's quickly go through these questions. Let's quickly go through these questions. Okay.
Please, should we answer?
I'm coming.
Okay,
I want to get the questions. I have them on my PC. Let me get them. Okay. The answers are there, so I have to take the answers off so that I will project it for you to see. Please, these are just some questions I developed myself. They are not questions I'm saying it will come in your exam, but I just want you to try your hands on them so that we can reflect on what we have done today. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. I can.
Oh, he said talk, he can hear you.
Listen.
I'm here. I can hear you. Talk, I'm listening. I can hear you.
I wanted to ask that, are we going to have quiz right now?
Quiz. I don't know. I don't know when
Hello,
you are
sir.
going to write your. I don't know. I don't know. Whenever you want to.
I have a question to ask, but then it's based on the business too, but it's not under what you are treating. Can I ask?
Okay. Yeah, you can ask. If I have
Okay,
the answer.
right.
I'll do it.
Like I have about 3 shops, which I am the same person managing the shops.
Okay.
Though every shop is having like 2 sales personnel, you understand?
Okay.
And I'm the same person managing them. So in this case, am I supposed to get a manager for that? Or since I'm capable of managing them, I can still continue that way?
The first, my simple answer, since you are capable of managing it, continue managing it.
All right.
Since you are capable, continue managing it. Sometimes handling people
Yes.
is some way. Yeah.
So sir, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So in case maybe you have that 3 shops, so can he or she have a board of directors who can support him in the job, whereby he's not going to bring luck? Board of directors.
That one is a
Is it a
company.
company?
Yeah, it can
Is it a
also.
company?
But if your shop is bigger, you can also have a board of directors.
No.
So that in case of
Maybe you are calling them board of directors, but the right word is not board of directors.
Okay.
Okay. They may be
Yes, sir.
your partners, they may be your partners, or maybe your advisors, not necessarily board of directors. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So can we go through these questions?
Yes, please.
I've shared my screen. So which of the following best define business as used in this course? So what should be the answer? Yes, who is answering?
Sir, please me.
Yes.
I think the answer is C.
Okay. Organized activity. Okay. Are we all on the same page?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Now
Yes,
let's move
please.
to the next question. Which of the following organization is considered a non-profit organization?
Say me.
Yes.
That would be C.
Show your hand.
C.
Search. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The main.
Okay. Now let's proceed.
Distinguish
The
business.
main factor that distinguishes business organizations from other organizations is what?
National.
Say
The main
legal. Say the legal structure.
Okay, someone is saying legal structure. I heard ownership too. What again? Yes.
Profit motive.
Okay, some is also saying profit. So which one is the answer?
Profit motive.
Is the B, ownership.
It's profit motive.
Profit motive, business.
I've told you business organization, what difference from other organizations is that business organizations are normally for profit, whilst other organizations are not known for profit.
Okay.
Now let's proceed. Which of the following is not a type of organization discussed in Unit 1?
Multinational organization.
Okay, multinational organization is the answer. Which of the following is not a common feature of organization?
Unlimited liability.
liability.
Unlimited liability. Okay. Business objectives should be smart. Business objectives should be smart. What does the letter T represent?
See, time bound, sir.
Time bound. Okay.
Time bound.
Yeah, time bound. Okay. Which of the following is an example of social responsibility objective? Increase market share, reducing production costs, employing unemployed youth.
So we cannot see you.
Oh.
Zoom it.
The answer is the C.
C. Employing unemployed.
You can't see.
No,
we said
please, you
the
have
answer
to
is
zoom
C.
it.
Okay, I should zoom it.
No, he has to do it himself.
No, the scrolling was slow. That was why.
So it's not you. He has to zoom it himself.
Okay. 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 Now let's go to question 8. Which business function is mainly concerned with winning and keeping customers?
Marketing.
Marketing.
Good.
So you have overzoomed the thing.
Oh, really? He puts it.
Yes, sir. Question seven was not answered. Question 7 because
That was the employment one.
Which of the following is what is the answer?
Say employment.
Employing unemployed.
Okay.
Social responsibility.
Okay. So now let's go to question 9. In a company, who are the real owners of the business?
Shareholders.
Shareholders. Okay. Yeah. Shareholders. Okay. Now let's go to question 10. Oh, question 10. The answer is there.
Yes, let's see.
The answer is there. So unfortunate. Okay.
I cannot see
Now
this
you
one.
of us.
Okay.
Okay. So now, business activities are limited only to profit-making organizations.
True.
Yeah.
False.
True.
Is it? Business activities are limited only to profit-making organizations.
Say it's false.
Now let's go. Okay.
Because we explained that churches are also business organizations, but they are not mainly for
They don't
profit.
make
Right?
yes. So it's
So
false.
this will be false.
Very good. Government organization exists mainly to provide public goods and services.
False.
Sorry?
True. True.
True. Okay.
It's true. It's true.
Okay. Yes. All organizations, regardless of their objectives, share common features. True or false?
True.
Sorry?
It's true, sir.
True.
It's true.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Who is not convinced?
So this question there. Can you explain
Akwete,
this
you are not
question?
convinced.
Yes.
Yes.
The question is
I've told you that.
Yes, sir.
Organizations may differ in purpose or objective. Maybe an organization may have an objective to make profit, others may have an objective not to make profit. But regardless of their objective, they may have common features.
Yes, sir.
What are the features we are talking about? They all have what? Identity, distinct identity. They all have trackers. They all have use and replaces. They are all accountable. So these are common features regardless of the organization. They all have these common features. Are you getting the point now?
Yeah.
Akwete, are you clear now? Let's proceed. I have just 5 minutes. Let's proceed. Objectives help organizations measure performance and guide decision making.
Yeah.
Yes, it's true. Now let's go. An objective that says increase profits is a good example of smart objective. True or false?
Yes.
Sorry?
It's false.
It's true. It's true.
It's
An
false.
objective
It's false.
increase.
It's false. Increase profit.
It's
It's
false.
a good example of smart. Very good. Are you clear with that? The one who is saying true, are you clear?
Yes, sir, please, can you explain further?
Okay. I've told you that for a smart objective,
You have
it
to
should be
give a
what?
duration.
Specific,
Time-bound.
measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. This one, so increase profits to what? What time? There is no time, there is no measurement. That's why we say this is not a good objective. Now, number 6, the production function is responsible for managing money in the organization. True or false?
It's false.
False.
Human resource management deals with recruitment, training, and motivation of employees. True or false?
True.
True.
True or false?
True.
It's a supervisorship ownership.
Hello?
The number is true.
Yes, sir. We are listening.
This is where with you.
Hello?
Yes, sir. We are listening.
We are with you.
Hello?
Present.
Hello?
I think.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We
Yes,
can
sir.
hear you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now in a sole proprietorship, ownership and control are usually separated. True or false?
False.
Stakeholders include customers, employees, suppliers, and community.
It's true.
It's true.
And then finally,
It's true, sir.
the board of directors is responsible for approving major investment decision of a company, true or false?
It's
True,
true.
sir.
It's
True.
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 Okay. And then I have some written one,
True, sir.
which is similar to explain the difference between ownership and control of a business. Discuss 4 functions of board of directors in a company. Explain 5 reasons why objectives are important. So this brings us to the end of our lecture for today. But before we go, hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are listening.
Hello, sir.
Juliana, please mute your mic.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Juliana, kindly mute yourself.
Okay, before we go,
Juliana,
yes,
Someone
Rihanna, kindly
should
mute
someone
yourself
should
so
mute
that. Okay, so before we proceed, any question? If no question,
Sir,
I want to know who is the
Class rep.
sir, I've created a
yeah,
group
who is
of
the
sir.
okay.
So I've created a group for it, so I'll send you
We
the I'll
let
send the link to the group.
so we let our
Okay.
class rep there.
Okay.
So I've
Okay.
sent a group. I've sent a link so you can join so that you join the WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So sir, we'll be happy if you can resend the message, the question inside the WhatsApp group for us.
Add me to the
Okay,
WhatsApp.
okay.
So when you, I will do that. Okay.
So, sir. Okay, sir.
And I'll admonish that whenever you are coming, you read a little bit so that when you come and I'm explaining, if you have any question, you can ask me. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you very much for having me. Thank you very much for having me today.
Sir,
See you next week, same
sir,
time.
last question.
Yeah,
Sir,
I'm here. I'm here.
sir, I was saying that if you can put the question that you were asking, the written one inside the WhatsApp group for us, so that we can solve it ourselves.
Okay, when you
He's here
add
to
me,
join the group.
Boss, I beg
Okay,
you,
sir.
please cancel it.
when you add me to the group, I'll put it in there.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
We really enjoy your teachings. Thank you.
Juliana, do you want to say something?
I don't even
Juliana want to make
understand
noise.
Juliana just wants us to see her.
You want to make noise,
Oh,
please.
I want us to see her face. Juliana,
Juliana want to make noise.
you are fine. We know.
Maybe Juliana falling for introduction. So maybe.
When I think when we meet face to face before we see what.
So Juliana, later
How
on,
are you?
I was saying his number. Okay.
Hello, guys. I'm
Hello.
sure we are HR students here.
No.
Yeah,
I don't know if
this
you can also
HR
form a group
student.
for HR students. So we all
Please,
be
that
HR
I'm
members.
here.
students, we are here.
I'm here.
I'm here. Me too, I'm
HR
here.
student, I'm here.
So someone should
about
create
procurement?
a WhatsApp group for us,
Okay.
mainly for
The
HR.
HR.
Make noise there. So
Yeah,
that we can
I can leave now,
Yes,
right?
master.
I can leave now, right?
Yes, sir.
So we'll
Sorry?
add you to the group. So we'll add you
You
to
not
the
an
WhatsApp
HR
group.
student.
All
The
right.
business
All right.
group.
Thank you very much.
Management.
Have a good week.
Thank you, sir. You're
Management.
welcome.
Is that
Thank you, Mazan.
okay? You are welcome. Okay, you are welcome. Thank you, sir.
Is
Can
Sergon?
you please?
Yeah, he's
Yes,
gone.
please.
Okay, so how I think all of us we are all doing all the is it
The
five
same
course.
course.
right?
Yeah,
Not the same
I'm
person.
not sure we are all doing the same.
Okay, so since we are all business
We're
students,
doing different
We are all not
programs.
business students. Some of us are HR.
oh
No,
but
but we're
HR is
business.
business.
Management, accounting.